more about that in a moment. But some other riders we wanted to highlight, John Glotta, 5th in points. He had his first podium in 2022. Cole Richardson finished 4th in points. He had 3 third-place finishes on the box. He had a second-place finish. And, of course, Hunter Hart finishes the season 3rd in points behind Walker Fowler, who finished 2nd. Hunter Hart, I think this is the year. He's got to start fighting for wins, not just podiums, but wins. Is today the day he makes it happen? We'll have to wait and see. And, of course, we can't mention GNCC Racing without the old wily veterans. Adam McGill, the Gator. You can never count him out. Jared McClure, the Sneaky Snake, had 2 third-place finishes before breaking his collarbone last year. But all eyes are on Bryson Neal. With that said, no Walker Fowler this weekend. As we know, Walker Fowler suffered an injury. The extent of that injury, we're not sure. We're still waiting to hear from the horse's mouth the extent of that injury for Walker Fowler. But we know this. He's not here at the opening round. This is opportunity for some of these other guys to go out there and do something a little extra. But the man who has won the last 2 big bucks, the man who has won the last 2 Tiger Run GNCCs on this property is Bryson Neal. He is the man to beat. We actually had a chance to catch up with him prior to the race weekend here on Friday. We're going to toss it down to Jackson Burrell with the interview with Bryson Neal. Well, thanks a lot, Jackson. Good to hear from Bryson, getting his thoughts on what to expect here out of round number 1 and what we can expect from him this season. The target's on his back, the weight of the number 1 plate. Incredible stuff. Well, hey, we've previewed what to expect from the riders. What can we expect from this track?
All-new Yamaha YZ450F. Narrower, more compact, and lighter. Built to do one thing: go faster. Flexible financing options offered directly through Yamaha are available. See your local Yamaha dealer today.
Born of family values and a homegrown work ethic, Chematic Gaskets seals your machine so you can focus on the finish line. Chematic Gaskets are the competitive standard for racers who demand the very best. Chematic Gaskets are constructed from superior materials designed to perform in the most demanding environment. Whether it's championships on the line or a day in the dirt with friends, professionals and enthusiasts depend on
at the high level and the local level that they will make the right decisions for our country each and every day. Lord, we just thank you so much for getting us all here together. We thank you for watching over us each and every day. Continue to bless us. Take us all home safely when it's over with so we can get back together again one day to have some more fun. In Christ's name we pray. Amen.
Thank you for that, Mr. Ricky Towery. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you remove those hats and cross those hearts. We have Union, South Carolina's own Amy House with the singing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early lights what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? O'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Oh, yeah, if that does not give you cold chills and prep you to do some GNCC racing here at the Big Buck GNCC, I don't know what will. Hey, want to welcome you guys watching at home live on RacerTV.com. This is the VP Racing Fuels Big Buck GNCC. Couple more things to do. We got to do our rider intros. So we will introduce our starting row, our pro row, in accordance to how they finished in points last season. So we are ready, ladies and gentlemen, coming off his first national championship in the XC1 Pro class aboard the Phoenix Racing Yamaha-backed Yamaha out of Bidwell, Ohio, the Bidwell Bullet, your national champ, Bryson Neal. Rolling to the line next out of Newfield, New York. We're calling him a Florida transplant. How about it? The Hunter Hart Racing Ithaca Recreation Sports Fly Racing back Yamaha, Hunter Hart. Rolling to the line next out of Edinburgh, Pennsylvania on the Richardson Racing Action Off-Road Kinda-back Yamaha, the Coltrane Cole Richardson. Riding to the line next, the 712 out of Waxhaw, North Carolina. On the Pierce Performance Action Off-Road back Yamaha, John Glotta Jr. Rolling to the line next, from Waverly, West Pygod, Virginia. On the Over Tires Moose Racing backed Honda, the Gator, Adam McGill. Rolling to the line next out of Casca, Pennsylvania on the JMR GBC backed Honda, the Sneaky Snake, the Cobra, Jared McClure. Rolling to the line next, the number 11 out of Akron, Ohio. Expect some big things out of this man this season. The Action Off-Road GBC backed Yamaha, Josh Merritt. Rolling to the line next, the 703 out of Petersburg, Indiana, on an Abney Racing Action Off-Road backed Yamaha, Austin Abney. Rolling to the line next in his sophomore season out of Pittsburgh, PA, on the Bulletproof Doors P&R backed Yamaha, Ronnie Rush. Rolling to the line next, the 621 out of Hillsboro, Ohio, on the SBR GBC backed ride, the rookie, Wyatt Wilkin. Rolling to the line next, out of Acme, Pennsylvania, coming off an XC2 championship on the Action Off-Road Pro Graphics backed Yamaha, Jay Shadrod. And last but not least, the all-time wins leader out of Sunbury, Pennsylvania, on a Fly Racing Maxxis AMSOIL backed Yamaha, Chris Borich. And that, ladies and gentlemen, your starting row for the XC1 Pro Class here at this VP Racing Fuels Big Buck GNCC. And we are just about ready. One more thing to do. DJ Judd, remove the meat. The Monster Energy Activation Transport will make its way off the starting line in that brand new, spanking beautiful Yamaha. DJ Judd, the pilot, he's rolling. You know, with DJ Judd, it's the sparkle helmet for me. I'm just saying, it's the sparkle helmet for me. I love it, DJ Judd. I'm here for it. We're all here for it. All right. As the nerves begin to set in, riders, remember your breath. Hey, we're just about ready. Getting some last-second fist bumps from the team and the moms and the dads, and all attention at this point turns to turn number one, where Ricky Towery, the maestro, if you will, our conductor, takes a look down at the starting line, row number one, the XC1 Pro Class. The foundation of your season, it begins here today. And the big news, 1 minute, guys, 1 minute. 1 minute, Ricky Towery's letting these riders know. And the big news here today, obviously no Walker Fowler. We'll talk more about that later on in the broadcast. I think Mark Notman, his mechanic, may join us in the booth as well. As Ricky Towery looks down at his watch, shut him down, shut him down, shut him down, shut him down. We are just about ready to roll as Ricky Towery puts the blue flag away, and we got the green flag out now. Let's shut him down, shut him down. Shut him down. There we go. Now we're ready. And I got to ask you, Big Buck GNCC, are you ready to go GNCC racing? Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. But by God, this is round number one. This is the foundation of our entire season. I'm going to ask you one more time. Big Buck GNCC, are you ready to go GNCC racing? 10 seconds for row number one, the XC1 Pro Class. Oh, yeah, jockeying for position in turn number one. Bryson Neal gets stuck on the outside. And that looked like Jay Shad with the lead. If I'm not mistaken, it looked like the number 6 of Jay Shadron. Unless I was incorrect, but it was tight on the whole shot. Turn our attention now to row number 2, the XC2 Pro-Am class. A lot of hungry riders out there. Steve Harrell, Grayson Eller, Braden Carson, as well as Brandon Owens, Gabriel Nod, Kenny Schick, Nick Royalty, ready to roll. In 10 seconds, Cole Setzer, Charles Dunn III, Daniel Peters, Chase Allison, Lane McCormick, Albert Jadish, Dylan Walraven, Chris McMillan, Logan Huff, Tanner Walker, James Glotta, and Nate Harvey. That's going to be the 926 on the inside. Tanner Walker, TW, the 9-2 crew backed ride, grabbing the whole shot. College A coming up next, 16-19. Keaton Henderson, Briggs Rozelle, Parker Henderson, Alex Thiemann in 10 seconds. Carson Collins, Charlie Stewart, Seth Blake, Andre Williams, Christopher Howard, Connor Brandt, as well as Trevor Furby, Kay Arbogast, Logan Steele. Oh, getting a little sideways right there is a 311. That's the 087 on the machine. Alex Thiemann gonna grab the whole shot and early lead in that College A class. Turn our attention now here to the Junior A 20+. Seth Wilson, Henry Moore, Colton Kusta, Bryson Mulholland, ready to roll in 10 seconds. Dalton Keys, Riley Salick, Dylan Hagerman, Justin Miller, Cade Vanderpool, Alex Elioff, Hunter Johnson, Matt Smith, Dylan Hayes, Justin Cotter, Logan Case, Travis Blanish. Good and clean through turn number 1 with a clean hole shot right there. That's the 888 of Cameron Abey on that Team Faith backed ride. Making Chuck Lemaster a happy man right there. We're about it. Ricky Towery gets some shutdown here for the Vet 30+ coming up next. Got one rider here with some struggles after turn number 1. We're pushing him to the side, and we're ready to roll in 10 seconds. Vet A 30+, Kirby Cook, Nick Davidson, Christopher Kirby, Dave Machisco, Kevin Yoho, and Jared Little. Vet 30+ A, a little checkup from the neck up for the 228. That's Nick Davidson grabbing the whole shot and early lead right there. He says, hey boys, how you doing? Come get me some. Here we go. Senior A 40+. Todd Muscala, Marlboro man. Oh, one more rider. We're trying to get off the line there, getting him. All right, got him backed up. There we go. In 10 seconds, Senior A 40+, Todd Muscala, Derek Hart, Patrick Thompson, Terry Fiddler, Daniel Kitterer, TJ Barrett, Dirk DeCerci, as well as Brian Foltz, Zachary Phillips, Chris Conklin, Colt Maccabee, and Ronald Varndell. Oh, good battle out front. That looked like the 929 going to take that one. That's Ronald Varndell, the Spider Graphics B&R backed ride. And here we go with the College B, 16-18 in 10 seconds. Bryson Bellamy, Caden Lambruno, William Whitty, Hayden Hunter, Peyton Wilson, James Berger, William Lynch, David Witt, Jack Neely, Ryan Hendershot, Isaac Hart, Keegan Gross, Denton White. Oh, little checkup from the neck up. We got a rider down. That's going to be the 420 of Denton White out of Manchester, Ohio with the whole shot. Our riders are okay, get a little tangled up. They're both back on their machines. And it should be off rolling here. Oh, one more rider slow off the line. College B, he's still a little sideways. He got her dialed. There he goes. Junior B, 19+ coming up next. Big class right here, this Junior B. They're chomping at the bit, ready to get their season started here in 10 seconds. Michael Worth, Noah Howard, Reardon Doran, Nicholas Bryant, Pat Davis, Connor Adar, Hayden Vakula, Caleb Adar, Michael Croston, Trace Furby. Let's see how we do through the first turn. Good and clean, rolling out front. That's going to be the 501 of Michael Donson out of North Lima, Ohio. Grabbing the whole shot and early lead in that one. As we got our next row shut down, one more rider off. And it's going to be Vet B 30+, ready to roll in 10 seconds. Tyler Griffith, Dustin Briscoe, Ken Bauer, Mark Delano, Nathan Tickle, Justin Ratliff, James Hunter, Daniel Norman, Matthew Hartwell, John Higgins, and Robert Henson. Here we go. Good drive out front, the 819 of John Higgins on the out of Waynesburg Yamaha on that Red Bear Racing back ride. Red Bear. It's got a good ring to it, doesn't it? We're here for it. Love it. Here we go. Senior B, 40-plus in 10 seconds. Shane Worth, Douglas Bailey, Greg Phillips, Ricky Lewis, Luke DeSerci, Johnny Cantrell, as well as Travis. A little bit this morning, just kind of whetting everybody's appetite. And I'm like, listen, I know you all are going to tell me the same thing. I trained harder than I've ever trained. I'm in the best shape of my life. Now let's remove all that BS. Tell me the truth about coming into this season. And they were all pretty transparent. You know, I mean, it's a grind, and a lot of these guys on the ATV side, you know, they got to work a full-time job too. I mean, it's not easy. You guys are juggling, to say the least. So Cole coming out, been impressive. Another guy I got my eye on is at 703 at Austin Abney. You know, I mentioned this a couple of times. I said everybody at home is going to beat me up for saying it. He's my fellow Hoosier, my Indiana guy. But I think we, the Indiana fans, myself included, I think we hyped him up too much his rookie season. And I think we should have taken a step back and said, let's get acclimated, because that step up from XC2 to XC1 is huge. I don't care if it's four-wheel, if it's two-wheel, it is huge.
And it's almost all mental.
And it's all mental. That's exactly right. So you get used to running XC2, clicking off wins, getting up and running with the XC1 guys physically on the track, and then all of a sudden that's not happening anymore. And to your point, the mental game comes in.
Yeah, just you know, being a guy that's winning your class, top pro-am, you know, you got all this hype, all this confidence, and you're just able to. You don't even have to think about it. You're just able to ride as hard as you want for 2 hours. But then once you're up against, you know, rubbing wheels with Bryson Neal and Hunter Hart and all them guys in there, they humble you very, very quickly.
Yeah.
They're just professionals. They're just excellent. They know everything that's going to happen before it happens, and you'll just watch them hit stuff. Even me today, I'm still watching people do stuff. I'm just like, wow, that's just
goodness.
They just know what's going to happen before it happens. That's by trial and error, making those mistakes, and just being ready for the moment.
That's it. But Austin seems, you know, he had
fresh off surgery.
Fresh off surgery. That's exactly right. So is he 100%? Probably not. I mean, he was, I think, maybe a short 5 weeks ago. But he's like, I feel like as the season progresses, I can be a top 5 guy consistently. Here we go. Into VP Racing Fuels Pro Row. By the way, Johnny Gallagher made his way over to Pro Row. Going to try and get some pit reporting for us. And look at that. Numero uno, a site.
Well, Woken up in third. How about that on a rookie debut? Glauda there in fourth. It's everyone's kind of close. Bryson's able to check out there a little bit, but this 2 through 8, 9 are touching.
Yeah, very throw a blanket over them. Did you say it was Wilkin in fourth?
I believe third.
Or third, okay.
And then Glauda in fourth, it looked like to me. I might miss it.
Fantastic start.
Yeah.
That's a fantastic start. Wyatt Wilkin, the rookie in the XC1 class. And, of course, for the folks at home, if you don't have social media, if you didn't know and you're wondering where is Walker Fowler, not racing here in round 1. And Mark Notman, I think, is going to stop in with us later and maybe talk a little more on that. But basically, Walker left it, shot him a text, and he said, Adam McGill on screen, he said, it's an injury. I'll be back. How soon, I'm not 100% sure yet. So I said, listen, when you're ready, Walker Fowler, we'll let you give us the details of that. But he said he will be back. Matter of fact, I think he's going to try and be at Florida. Racing Florida, I don't think so. But he's going to try and make Florida as far as being there.
Yeah, for a guy like that, from what I've heard, it's, you know, not the nicest injury, but, you know, he's going to be able to recover from it. But he needs to take the time to truly recover and come back 100%. Don't cut yourself short. Do more damage in the long run.
I mean, it's obvious to say this as we're watching Bryson Neal absolutely at a blistering pace. XC2 guys coming through the VP Racing Fuels Pro Row right there. But
Stephen Harrell and Brandon Owens right there.
It's going to be a good battle.
Harold, I apologize.
Harold, Stephen Harrell. I talked to him a little bit yesterday, too, and, you know, he said he's got his eyes. He wants that number 1 plate out of that XC2. It's a stacked class. He's going to have to really grind to make it happen. You got to hand it to him, too, because he...
I'm 7-time GNCC champion Walker Fowler, and I run GBC.
Like a bullet into the first turn, the number 1 with the pink helmet and pink bars. It is Walker Fowler, the 7th.
fist pump. You should be proud of yourself, Devin Behan. What a ride today.
I'm Devin Behan, and I run GBC.
I'm Josh Merritt, and I run GBC.
I'm Chris Borch, and I run GBC.
The United States Motorcycle Coaching Association has been setting a standard for motorcycle coaching since 2016. Coaching is important for all riders, no matter the age or skill level. The USMCA connects riders with coaches, whether the rider is just starting out on their motorcycling journey, to a competitive amateur racer looking to reach their next milestone, or the professional athlete trying to clinch a title. Download the Motorcycle Coaching app and get connected to a USMCA certified coach today.
Second card is up. We've talked all about it. We've watched practice and qualifying. We've theorized. We've bench raced. Now it is time to go. Brakes are up. Gates down. Side by side we go. Jet Lord, Justin Cooper in front of the crowd. Leader from Chase Sexton. Can anyone else get up in the mix? They have been 1-2 in the last 7 motos of this championship. Here we go.
And welcome back to GNCC Live here on Racer TV. Mikey Wayne's here, joined with Cody Collier and Mr. Mark Notman stepping into the booth with us. He had a minute to step away from the pits. Mark, I'm going to be honest, really cool to have you in the booth with us. Go ahead and pull that like real close there. Really cool to have you in the booth with us, but I'm going to be completely honest. I really wish you weren't here in the booth with us. I wish you were out there helping Walker Fowler out, buddy.
Yeah, this is definitely weird. Like all weekend, just been kind of hanging out at the GBC truck with Johnny and looking for something to do, pretty much. Typically, last minute prep on stuff for Walker, and it's a bummer he's not here, but. If you're listening, Walker, hope you get healed up soon and get back out here. We miss you.
Yeah, and I know you're obviously you and Walker are tight. I talked with him a little bit yesterday, and he said, Mikey, just let everybody know, yeah, I'm injured. I will be back. How soon, I'm not sure. But he did mention he's going to try and be at Florida. Is that right? Obviously not to race, from what I understand. But is he trying, or did I misunderstand that?
No, I believe he will be at Florida. At least he's trying to be.
Cool.
Come hang out, and maybe he can get you in the booth with you.
Absolutely. We'll bring out the throne, man. He's going to sit in here, and what he's going to do is just watch Bryson Neal on screen and take notes.
Yeah, maybe this is not such a great idea for him while he's all crippled up and then just watching Bryson Neal tear it up. No, he'll be great. He'll be great. No, he's going to be able to be like, yeah, you guys are lucky I'm hurt.
That's it. But you've been working. You were helping somebody pit. Who's faster, by the way? You or Big Sexy?
Is that even a question?
Come on. I'm just trying to stir the pot.
It's a heated battle, I know. Yeah, I'm helping Hunter out. He asked for a hand in the pits and giving pit boards and whatnot. So.
And you're working like on all these bikes now. You got Walker, Hunter, correct?
Hunter picked up Josh Merritt this year.
Josh Merritt, that's the one I was trying to.
And obviously Johnny Gallagher. He's still racing. Not yet. I think round 3 he's going to come out. And,
is he going to come out?
I think so.
Are we going to see Johnny race the 2-wheel side?
That's what I'm hearing.
Caleb
I don't know.
Race the 4-wheel side.
We did a podcast last night, and I kind of called Caleb out.
Good.
For a challenge here in about a week. I think between Florida and Georgia, I think the battle's on. Him and I are going to have a race on a quad. So.
Oh heck yeah! All right, so let's talk the challenge. Is it like you, Mark Notman, can finish better than Caleb on a bike?
No,
on a quad.
It's quad only. I think we're going to do a lap time challenge at his place down in Florida. So obviously he has an advantage, knowing the track. But
yeah,
I think I got a little bit of advantage on him.
And he doesn't like to lose.
No, he doesn't.
Mark Notman doesn't like to lose either, though. So this is good.
Should be good.
Stream that live or something.
Bring popcorn.
We can probably work on that.
All right, hell yeah, I'm in.
Instagram live at least. We'll get Johnny.
Are you placing wagers on it? I know Caleb, man.
We didn't discuss that, but I guess we could. He's a betting man.
I may owe him and Trevor some money still from like Camp Coker last season in poker. And I ran out of money, and now I got an IOU. So it is what it is. Mark, I know you're not wrenching technically this weekend, but what have you seen out of this big buck this year?
Obviously Bryson has always done well here. It's kind of no surprise that he's out front running away with it, but battle for second's good. Cole's right there. Speaking of Bryson, he's back on screen there. But yeah, good battle for second with Cole, John Glad Jr. and Hunter. Looks like they've gotten around Wyatt Wilkin at the end of lap 2 before the fuel stop. So we'll see them guys mix it up, I'm sure, the next 2 laps, and see if they can bridge that gap up to Bryson.
Gonna be wild, man. Gonna be wild. What thoughts on Wyatt Wilkin? Good start for him. Rookie up there in the 2 spot. Kind of expected to see him right here in the 5 after the pit stop. Kind of settles into that pace. Thoughts on the rookie?
Shocking. I definitely didn't see that one coming. Holding his own in second there for a little bit of time.
Good battle. That battle's still going.
Junior is hounding Cole.
Cody, you were out there this morning. Is there a lot of passing?
Yeah, I just gave the shout out to the crew. The track crew, they did an awesome job. This big buck specifically is one of the best alternate line big bucks I've ever been a part of. They're great, giving it a different feel. It didn't feel exactly like any other big buck. The line selection has been awesome. Wilkins right there, keeping him honest. Speaking of the young gun, but yeah, no, this shout out track crew. They did an awesome job this year with line selection.
Good deal. I know years past it's been pretty tight, hard to pass. There's Jay Shad in the number 6 spot.
Yeah.
And Josh Merritt hanging in there.
Josh Merritt, new program. He's working with you.
Guiding him here in the pits today.
Yeah, how about that? Bryson Neal, number 1 plate out front, checking out. Got a nice little interview with his dad, Chris, there. And looks great for Bryson so far. Starting the season off, I can imagine the way he wanted to. So now it's I guess we're waiting on the leaders to come through here at the 5. I can't again over exaggerate how beautiful of a race day we are having for the second week of February. Incredible. It's 50, sunny. A couple people are wearing hoodies. I'm in a t-shirt. It is just gorgeous down here for the middle of February to have these kind of conditions for round 1.
Yeah, the weather's really shaped up. It was only 30 degrees this morning when we first got here, so it has really shaped up good for a good weekend in GNCC.
Yeah, let the kids freeze in the morning, and we're good.
They do, dude. I was cold after this morning's youth bikes or youth ATV start. Dylan. That guy, I tell you, something else. All right, well, hey, we've talked enough about these pro guys. Steeman out in front, Damian Hawkins, great ride by him today out of Bear Branch, Kentucky. Good to see him doing well. Andre Williams in the 3 spot with Logan Steele in 4th. Keaton Henderson rounds out the top 5 with Harrison Lindsay 6th, Charlie Stewart 7th, Dayton Hickey 8th, and 9th place Trevor Furby with Ricky Sargent rounding out the top 10.
I expected big things out of Harrison this year after his Schoolboy AB championship last year. He was a solid. I don't remember who won the championship last year, but Lindsay did very, very well last year. Had some very solid overalls. Had some really good raw talent. So I think you'll see Lindsay start to figure it out as the year goes on.
Absolutely. College B, Aiden Jones leading the way. Nicholas Daring in the number 2 spot. Big name right there, Nick Daring. Deaton White in 3rd. Latarian Horton in 4th place, and Hayden Hunter rounding out the top 5.
Yeah, Hayden Hunter. That's our WFC champ, Hannah Hunter's little brother. So.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, all right. Hey, he's hanging in there, man. Junior A 20+, Cameron Abey, Union, South Carolina's own Cameron Abey in the number 1 spot. Alex Elioff in the 2 spot. Corey Vandelinder in 3rd place. Seth Wilson doing his thing in the 4 spot. And Dalton Keys rounding out your top 5 there in the Junior A 20+.
And I love Seth Wilson. He races with his glasses on, like his reading glasses.
Awesome,
that's fantastic.
Dude. That's awesome. He had a couple of top amateurs, at least one I know of last season. Junior B 19+, Michael Donston leading the way out of North Lima, Ohio. Connor Adar in the number 2 spot. Andrew Davidich in 3rd place out of Mount Pleasant, PA. Mill Creek, Ohio's own Michael Croston in the 4 spot with Nicholas Blaney and 5th place out of Dunbar, Pennsylvania.
Got a lot of Ohio boys in that top 5.
Oh, yeah. Hey, you guys roll deep, man. No doubt about that. You guys keep taking the state champion.
We won it last year, didn't we?
This is my petition. Indiana, if you're listening, we need more GNCC riders. I want that state championship. Kevin Yoho leading the way, the old Wiley veteran. No stranger to top amateur honors, Kevin Yoho. Nick Davidson in the number 2 spot. Kirby Cook in 3rd place. Christopher Kirby in 4th. And Dave Muchisco rounding out your top 5 there. PA, Ohio, y'all run deep. Vet B 30 plus, Taylor Griffith out of Crooksville, Ohio, leading the way. Robert Hinson out of Iron Station, North Carolina, out in front. James Hunter out of North Augusta, South Carolina, in the 3 spot. Ken Bauer in 4th with John Higgins, rounding out the top 5. Waynesburg, PA. Waynesburg, PA always cranks them out too, man. A lot of riders out of Waynesburg, PA.
They got that dealership right there, and then everyone just sees that dealership like that looks fun, and everyone's just racing.
That's it. Love it. Who we got next?
Oh, this is new.
Oh, it is new. That's my own eyes. I'm sorry. Senior A, Zachary Phillips out of Parsons, West by God, Virginia, leading the way. TJ Barrett in the number 2 spot. Brian Foltz in 3rd with Chris Conklin in the 4th spot. The Marlboro man himself, Todd Muscala out of Uniontown, Pennsylvania, rounding out the top 5. Marlboro man, he'll be happy with that finish. We'll take that.
Yeah, an A class. Good for him.
He's going to say, I wanted more, Mikey, but we'll take it. Senior B 40 plus, Chad Wallace out of St. Clairsville, Ohio. We'll be there for long. Ricky Lewis in the 2 spot. Jeff Davis in 3rd with Travis Fleming in 4th, and Shane Worth rounding out the top 5. Russellville, Indiana zone. I'm not too far from Russellville. That's Montgomery County. It's just outside. I think Russellville's Montgomery County. It could be Putnam. It's right on the border. Anyways, it's a stone's throw from the Ironman GNCC.
Shout out to all these 40-plus guys running this PM race, because I said no more at 20. I was out. I was like, I am out. I'm racing a 4x4.
And there you go. Little amateur rundown for you as we've gotten all the way back around to the XC1 Pro class. And we know Bryson Neal's out front doing his thing. He's checked out. He's already halfway to Florida. We just got reports he's on his way to Florida. All right, it's not true, but that would be off the track. That'd be a penalty. We're just kidding. He's fine. He's here.
Mentally in Florida.
And mentally, he might be in Florida already. My goodness. Just an insane race by Bryson Neal today. When he checked in after 3, he was up 43 seconds.
So only a 7-ish second advantage from the previous lap. So that's what I was wondering. That's what I was saying earlier about checking those lap times. Now that that early race nonsense out of the way, everyone's running their lap times. They've seen the track. They're able to attack the track they know and want to. I think that the lap 3 lap times are going to be a huge thing to look for the rest of the season.
Yeah, no doubt. Be real interesting to see how it plays out for those guys. Again, the great ride by Coltrane and Hunter Hart. Looking forward to seeing that battle. That might be the one that comes down to that last turn before the finish line area. But watching mile marker number 5, Hollywood says, I see him, leader. There he is, a Bidwell Bullet, Bryson Neal. Oh, is this company? Was that second or is that lap traffic?
Lap traffic.
Oh, I was trying to build up the hype. We could have lied. Everybody at home watching is like, nah, wait a second. That's Johnny Sprocket. He runs the B class. Nonetheless, it's got to be nerve-wracking. You're in the woods, tight section. You're getting lapped by Bryson Neal, and you're thinking, I'm trying to move, buddy, I promise. I'm trying to get out of the way of the freight train coming through. And I can tell you, Bryson might be a little patient because he's got a gap. Hunter Hart and Coltrane are going to run right through you at this point. I mean, they're coming.
Well, now they know, since the leader with that nice gap picked his way through nice and easy. Now they know. And none of us ask you to, none of the pro riders going through it would ever ask you to, nope, Hunter's gone. Oh, he's right there. Okay. That's close. But us as the top riders would never ask a lap rider to, put themselves into a tree or do something ridiculous. You guys have horns,
though, don't you?
We don't have the clutch rev limiter.
Correct, yes.
So, yes, we do have the horn. That's why we have the horns.
Right, yeah.
And they allow it for the WXC for some reason as well.
Yeah,
but they have the clutch. So, I don't know.
You sound biased because you're the 4x4 pro guy.
I'm just like, well, why don't they let XC? It won't have horns if they're going to let WXC.
All right.
I'm just like, what was the thought process
you're in here
there?
Politicking.
I'm just wheels are always spinning.
Your fellow rider. Saw John Glotta there. He's inched his way back up. Now he was 15 seconds back when he checked in with 3 laps completed behind Coltrane and Hunter Hart. And we saw Cole Richardson and Hart. That gap was a little bigger than what had been. But these guys back here, 5th, 6th, 7th, all in the fight.
Out of the race line. Also, if you are a lap rider, do not pull over in the race line. Go to the slow line and let us take the fast line, please. It's not a big deal, but then like if you stop in the main line, turn around, and we didn't get the vibe you were going, like if you're going to take the main line point, there's rider etiquette. You'll figure it out as you go, but please don't pull over in the premier line.
Good way to get schmacked.
Yes.
There you go.
As you've seen Jay Shad do this there with his blue headlights. Yeah, here we are just waiting on the leader to come through, back through again. Waiting on that high-vis helmet, that number 1 of Neal. We've missed the leader. There is the Coltrane. We've missed the leader watching the top 5 come through in the last section. So there's the Coltrane, and Hart is just caught up in the lap traffic mess. And I think that's the race for number 2 right there.
Probably.
I really do, unless, Cole gets something else unfortunate happen. Hunter is mushroom cloud explosion right now.
That's it, and Glada's there with him. There's 1 lapper in between them.
Now the race is for 3rd. Race for 2nd is over, as far as I can tell right now.
Yeah.
But you never know out there, but the way it's looking, that right is something as simple as that makes all the difference.
Yeah, lap traffic late. But, I mean, there's 2 sides of it, right? I mean, Cole Richardson right now is like, heck yeah, the lap traffic. I'm in front, and I got a little breathing room. So you flip that. If you're Hunter Hart, if you were in front of Cole, you wouldn't be having to worry about this. So, it is what it is. We all know that the lap traffic is an element of GNCC that makes it unique. Sometimes, and you can see through this section, where are they going to move to? They can't climb the pine tree, so it does make it difficult. For some of these guys.
Yeah, just got to be patient. You got to, as a pro rider, you can't just, when you catch someone, you can't instantly expect them to split.
Yeah.
You got to understand that there are places they can and can't split. So you just, they're out there trying to run their race too.
Looked like I just saw, okay, that was Merritt that went through there. There is Wyatt Wilkin. And great day for Wyatt Wilkin. Incredible start, and he's going to have a solid finish, it looks like. I mean, at least a 7th place. In that ballpark. I think he's only got positives to take away from today.
That was the exact word. That's almost the exact phrase I was thinking. Only positives today. It's race 1, a lot of learning stuff. He's smart. He knows what he needs to work on to get to where he wants to be, and I think he'll just progress throughout the year. I think he'll be hounded on Merritt and Shadron and work his way up.
Yeah, and I mean when you got a guy, yourself included, Mark Notman coming in here and saying, I said, what'd you think of the rookie? He's like, man, blown away. I was shocked. It's high praise. You're talking about the guy that's been wrenching for Walker Fowler for all these years.
Not much impresses him.
That's it. So Wyatt Wilkin putting his name on the map today. If you don't know who WW is, now you do.
Dirt Nasty.
Dirt Nasty. The Dirt Nasty ride. He got a little corgi dog named Moose, right? Yeah, I love Moose. Used to bring Moose onto the podiums, and then I think Moose, I don't know, he just doesn't like the spotlight. Or what, but he doesn't hang out on the podium anymore. Breaks my heart. In my opinion, your dogs are always welcome on the podium. That's just me. So.
You see me, I ride mine to the line half the time.
Exactly. Yeah, I love it, man. I love it.
Do every track walk. He walks track with me every race. Nothing like it.
Hey, you want my wife to be a fan of you. She always picks her riders with like the really fun dogs. That's she likes Ken Roxon. He's got a dog. That's just how she is. She picks them based on what kind of dog they got. Okay, that's fine, honey. I don't know.
At least she has a reason. Some people just don't even have a reason. Some people are just like, yeah.
She's got a reason.
Better than being a bandwagon. She's got a reason.
That's it. So Bryson Neal, the Bidwell Bullet, trying to get the job done. We are about 9 minutes, less than 10 minutes away now from what we expect to be the checkered flag. We know will be the checkered flag. We did see the white flag out for these guys. Johnny Gallagher is on his way to get a word in with our pro riders, I believe. That's what they told me.
Now.
So hopefully Johnny Gallagher, hopefully you know that. If you can hear me out there, they are expecting you to do those. Jackson Burrell's on his way down. He's got the pin out. He's gonna watch Johnny Gallagher get the interview at the top 3. and get that dialed.
God, look at the ruts coming up that. The next time it pans, just look at how deep the ruts are coming up that hill on the right. It is just end of the PM race. 8 up.
It is, man. It has been something else. We've got, if you're here on property, we do actually have one more race today. As you guys know at home, we kind of had the modified schedule. We had the micro racing. Basically, the reason for it, we split the AM race tomorrow.
It's Coltrane.
Oh, it is Coltrane. Cole Richardson on the move right there. But basically, we split the morning race up tomorrow because there's so many riders. So kind of that hybrid schedule like we run an Ironman. And the trickle effect is we run the micros basically almost the same time as the youth ATV race. And then we wrap up Saturday with there's John Glotta and Hunter Hart.
Look at that.
Oh,
battle
good battle.
For second has turned into the battle for third.
I think we stay on this battle. That's where it's at. I mean, let us know when Bryce and Neal gets close. But if we can follow that fight there between Glotta and Hart.
See if they close in on Cole as well, make it a 3-way bid for second. You know, one bad lapper is all it takes.
Absolutely. So we'll be able, once we get past this 9-mile marker here, I'd love to see that battle between Hunter Hart and Glotta. Maybe we can catch them.
And there's Jay Shad checking
like
in
we're
5th.
Trying to get our eyes in the sky to follow it. Jay Shadron, as you mentioned right there. Pretty good ride for Jay Shad. Coming out XC1 here today, and not the best start for him. I was trying to give him credit for a good start, but it was I got the number 6 and the number 9 mixed up. Maybe,
oh, come on. He's got the big headlights. It's yellow. It's not even a Honda.
Dyslexic, you know.
Yeah, I keep on wanting to say Feehan whenever I see McClure on that number 9 Honda.
Yes. I keep, I try to look at the helmet, and Merritt. I need to look at the machine. There goes Merritt.
I can tell by riding style. They could mismatch gear every round, and I'd be able to tell.
But nonetheless, we've got some great battles out there. Bryce and Neal's done his thing out in front. But overall, just got to hand it to Cole Richardson and Hunter Hart. Excuse me, John Glotta as well. Right there in that fight with them. I think Glotta, as you'd mentioned earlier, I think he got a little aggressive maybe. Maybe we can get the scoop from him after the race, but maybe a little mistake right there cost him more than what he was trying to gain when it was all said and done. So, learning curve. He's still a young rider too, John Glotta. So.
He's figuring it out.
Yeah.
Got high expectations for Junior this year.
Absolutely. The young guys, they just continue to get faster and faster. And
there's the sneaky snake.
You tried. You tried with the
F. I almost let that fee hand slip.
You almost let the fee hand slip. New year, new me. Yeah, Jared McClure, the number 9, and the number 6 of Jay Shad. I mean, come on. Jared McClure's ride red. He's on the Honda, man. Got to give him credit.
Yeah, him and McGill.
Him and McGill.
Survivors.
Wily veterans at this point.
And then Wilkin on the Can-Am, of course.
And Wyatt Wilkin on the Can-Am. We're just kidding. We know it's not a Can-Am. It's okay. Maybe he's like dropping hints. He's coming for the 4x4 Pro class, maybe. I don't know.
The more the merrier.
More the merrier.
Hell yeah.
You'll welcome it.
Yeah, I'd love to see it. Yeah. I'd like to see Borch come on back.
There you go. Get Borch on it. They retire and sail off into the sunset, run 4x4 Pro.
I wondered what Johnny G was going to do this offseason.
Yeah.
He was backing off
He's going to race two-wheel side.
It's good stuff.
FMF PowerPoint. Going to try and track down that battle there between Richardson. Or, no, it's between Hart and Glotta. Excuse me. Between Hart and Glotta. Be able to catch those guys. How long we got till they check in? Be under 5 minutes now. 4 minutes before we should see Bryce and Neal, the Bidwell Bullet. Man, if he can hang on for this win here, and really it's him against the track. Adam McGill on screen right there. Adam McGill. I think from talking to Adam, Adam's going to be happy about today. He said, I'd like to come out, finish the race. He's like, I really just want to see the checkered flag here at Big Buck. No mistakes, no mechanicals. Want to bring it in, and if I could get a top 5, it'd be great. But if I can get a top 10, I'll be pretty happy.
If he could check all those boxes today, put a little confidence in his back pocket, maybe get an 8th at Florida.
Yeah.
Work on those things you wanted to work on. And just McGill knows how to do it. He was one motor blow up at Unadilla in like 2014 away from a championship, something like that.
Yes.
So McGill knows how to do it. It's just, unfortunately with his ailment and everything going on, but if they can start clicking for him, you can never count him out, old Gator.
Oh, absolutely.
Especially at snowshoe.
Hey, listen, you throw everything you know about statistics out the window. When we get to snowshoe, there's something awakens in the West Virginia native of Adam McGill that sets him up for success on the mountain.
Altitude gets to some of us, and McGill thrives in it.
He does, man. It's just something else. Something else. So 3 minutes now before we should see Bryson Neal come through the checkered flag. Still watching the FMF PowerPoint here at 9-mile marker. XC2 guys, saw some of them rolling through.
Double-digit board surround your boy Abney.
There you go. Austin Abney still coming off of that surgery. Still trying to figure that pace out. Brandon Owens doing work in that XC2 class. Stephen Harrell. Good battle there. Hopefully we can catch that as well. That one was tight. Matter of fact, when they checked in, my timing and scoring says 0.000, so they were coming in, we'll call it, wheel to wheel, handlebar to handlebar, however you want to put it. They're right there. Grayson Eller, good ride for him, and here comes our leader, the Bidwell Bullet. Down VP Racing Fuels Pro Row one last time.
And only got like another mile from here.
What a
little over a mile.
I mean, Bryson Neal's just been sensational today. Just a step above, not catching anybody by surprise. It's kind of crazy. You go back a year this time last year. I would call myself out. I was the one questioning Bryson Neal because he was coming off the injury. He didn't have the seat time. I think he said I got started midway through December. So I said, okay, there's no way this guy comes out. Maybe a podium. There's no way this guy comes out and wins. And he did. So then I said, okay, forget about it. He's just on another level this season. And I think that foundation he laid at Big Buck set the precedent the rest of the year that he wasn't just a contender. I think he slowly started becoming the favorite last year to win the championship. And still hats off to Walker Fowler. Still an incredible season, but waiting to see if we can see that battle. There it is. So Hunter Hart out in front of John Glotta right here. Let's see.
Outside, inside. There ain't a whole lot of passing here to the finish. It's kind of.
It's going to be tight.
There's a couple spots if Hunter makes a bobble and Junior greases the line.
Yeah.
But it's going to be tough. We'll see that left-right split here. See if they both go right. Where that left line's totally.
Glotta, that might have been the shot right there.
Yeah.
And Glotta gets hung up in the deep stuff.
Right at the end is where that hook is. And Junior tried to beat him to that point and just didn't. And now he's a couple bike lengths back. It's picking and choosing when to go for the passes, or else you'll find yourself in these kind of situations.
Got to hand it to Glotta. He was making the move right where you were saying, Cody Collier, just unable to make it stick. And right now he's got no choice but to follow the leader. We'll see if he's got another opportunity, something up his sleeve here. Whoa! In the little sideways Glotta.
Asking everything. He's got to close that gap now. He's put himself. He knows he's lessing him out from the finish. He's having to really they're already pushing the limits, and he's having to go beyond that to make up any time. Oh, look, on his rear grab bar now.
Oh, here comes
another split line. It's okay. There's one split line where you drop down one last hill to come to the finish, and then you kind of turn left and it flattens out for a bit, and then you come up the hill now to the finish. That downhill, there's one good line there. If he's going to make it happen anywhere, I think it's there.
Hunter Hart doing a great job racing the track in front of him. Not worried about what's going on behind him. Here's a man racing the track in front of him. He's going to take the win here at the Big Buck GNCC. The checkered flag flies for the Phoenix Racing ride of Bryson Neal. The Bidwell Bullet gets the job done. A big congratulations to Bryson Neal on the win.
Thank you.
And we continue to watch this battle unfold here between Hunter Hart and John Glotta as they're racing through the woods. Bryson Neal, he's like, man, somebody get me a drink. I get to go play spectator right now. We'll get a word in with him. Johnny Gallagher, I believe, down there waiting to get a word in with Bryson Neal. If you can hear us, we're following this battle here between John Glotta and Hunter Hart. Hunter Hart has done a great job of defensive riding, getting some help from the trees, but nonetheless, Hunter Hart's done a fantastic job of racing the track in front of him, not worried about what's going on behind him. How about it? That should be Cole Richardson. It is. So the Cole train checks in the 2 spot for the checkered flag. And there's Mama Hart keeping her eyes out for Hunter. Is Hunter going to come in and seal the deal on 3rd? Oh, yes, a little late checkup from the neck up for Hunter Hart, but he's going to seal the deal and capture the 3rd place finish here at the Big Buck GNCC. So there's your top 3: Neal, Richardson, Hart, 1, 2, and 3, and John Glotta right there on the heels of Hunter Hart when the checkered flag flew. Incredible ride by all 4 of them. Hats off to all 4 of them.
The 2nd through 4th rode podium pace today. Just one thing or another kept Junior out of it, and then the other guys didn't make those mistakes, didn't have those bobbles, and that's why they're on the podium.
That's it. Cold train getting cooled down. Bryson Neal talking to the Phoenix Racing team down there about the win, and we stand by and wait for the interview. I believe we've got Johnny Gallagher down there somewhere. I did. I just heard a mic. Oh,
All right, guys, we've never got our eyes on Johnny G, so we're just going to go ahead and get it done. Bryson Neal, this is your 3rd year in a year. 3rd time winning this in the last 3 years. How does it feel?
Oh, man, Big Buck and Tiger Run, they treat me real good. I really like the soil down here, the dirt. The track is just, today was just amazing. The dirt bike guys are going to absolutely love this place tomorrow. Had traction everywhere you went, had a good flow, but the guys, they threw in a lot of new stuff, too. They had a whole different flow today off the old, normal fast-flowing trails, a lot of twisty, turny, left, right, up, down on the off-cambers. Made for some good track, for some good racing.
All right, what a run from Bryson Neal, winning his 3rd in a row here at Big Buck GNCC.
Well, how about that? Bryson Neal, like we were saying, just flawless. Find something wrong with how he raced today. Did he get the whole shot? No. But after that, it became the Bryson Neal show. The Bidwell Bullet just showed us why he's carrying that #1 plate.
Yeah, just picked it, put it in his laps. That's all. It was another day at the practice track for Bryson. Got through a couple guys, and it was, I imagine, clear by halfway through the 1st lap, and just ride your race. Do what you know.
All right, Cole Richardson. We got to talk yesterday. I told everybody to keep an eye out for you, and you made them do it whether they wanted to or not. How's it feel?
Round 1's always been kind of hit or miss for me, but I know we put the work in. It would show eventually this season. I'm happy it was able to be round 1 to be on the box, and we got off to a great start. Actually got into the lead there, and I think I missed a little bit of the track when I was biking, and we got to, I think, the FMF power point, and I thought the arrow said hard, but it said easy, and I got past by 6 or 7 guys there and fell back, and I knew we had the fitness. We're on a whole new setup this year, so I'll check this one off as a win, and the bike was good, and just happy to be on the box for round 1.
Cole, if anything, what feels different about this year?
I'm not sure. I feel like a lot of people doubted me and kind of, really kind of lost faith in me at the end of last year. We had a little bit of a rough year, and kind of just lit a fire in me, and I just want to prove a lot of people wrong and be up front more often and battling for wins.
All right, your 2nd place finisher, Cole Richardson.
Great race by Cole. Love the perspective from Cole Richardson as well on that one. It was just happy with the podium, but, you got to be happy with the 2nd place. Bryson Neal lit him up today, but Cole Richardson had a heck of a race as well.
Yeah, it sounds like a couple people are coming in this season, getting their footing for the year. Right, Bryson's champ. He knows exactly where he wants to be to go on with this year, and Cole has found his footing. And I think you're only going to see these guys build confidence. See how Bryson responds to see if he keeps him in check all year.
That's it. So we are now looking for Hunter Hart. Looks like Nick V and Jackson Burrell making their way over to Hunter Hart. And getting him dialed. Hunter, he's got to be feeling good. Hunter never got a break today either.
He was either attacking or being
all right, I'm here with our third place finisher, Hunter Hart. Hunter, how's it feel?
Hey, not bad. Decent start to the year. Best start we've had in XC1. We matched what we got in 21. And no, it was good. We had a meh start and kind of put ourselves in a hole from there. Made some decent passes. That first couple laps, got ourselves up to, I think, right around that 4 or 5 position. Then we made a couple passes. After that, we were right on Cole, actually pushing on Cole, and ended up not sure what happened. We lost our front brakes on that last lap, and then at that point, this was definitely a track you want to have front brakes. But no, it was good. Speed was there. Fitness is good. I feel better than I felt in a long time at the end of one of these. And yeah, no, I'm ready to go again in 2 weeks. Back to the stand where I've been all winter. So it'll be good. Happy to leave here with a third, especially with not riding much in the dirt this winter. And yeah, no, bike was good. Start was like I said, 50-50. But I'm just stoked to be able to feel this strong at the end and be ready to do it again.
All right, good deal. Your third place finisher, Hunter Hart.
Hunter Hart doing stellar today. Like you were saying, the guy didn't get a break.
Yeah,
He was either trying to chase him down or he was trying to keep him at bay. He did a great job defensive riding there to hold off John Glotta as we take a look at our top 10 from today. Bryson Neal.
Oh, Merritt got shattered on that last lap. How about that?
Yeah, that's a great finish for Josh Merritt, a top 5. He's got to feel good, and getting a pass in the white flag lap, feel even better. Again, Hart third, Glotta fourth, Merritt going up and getting it, rounding out the top 5. Jay Shad in the 6th spot. Wyatt Wilkin, the rookie. Jay Shadron really a rookie too, if you will, sort of.
No, he's not.
Cody said, no, he's not. I'm not going with that. All right, second-time rookie. How about that? Jared McClure in the 8th spot. Adam McGill, the Gator, in 9th. And Chris Borich, the Old Wiley veterans, rounding out the top 10.